Well, let's get more now from France 24's Gulliver Cragg, who joins us live from Kyiv. Gulliver, I just wanted to start by asking you about reports of explosions we've heard this evening there in the Ukrainian capital. What can you tell us about them?
Well, yes, I heard them myself. And then shortly afterwards, there was a message on Telegram from the mayor of Kyiv, Vitaly Klitschko, who said that 2 rockets hit the Shevchenky district of Kyiv. The districts of Kyiv are pretty big. Shevchenky district extends from the city centre out some way in a northwesterly direction. It appears that targets there were hit. Vitaly Klitschko says that the emergency services and the police are on hand. Some journalists were also able to confirm that. The Ukrainian authorities don't wish us to give more precise information about where the hits exactly were because they're concerned about potentially helping the Russians to correct their aim. But this is the first time that Kyiv has been targeted at all since the 14th of April, and it's been even longer since the right bank of the Dnieper River was targeted.
And Gulliver, let's go back to talking about the visit by the UN Secretary-General Antonio Guterres. Tell us a bit more about what was achieved. I mean, presumably it was a massive morale booster, if nothing else.
Well, it must have been something of a morale booster. I suppose that's the best we can hope for, because I think even Antonio Guterres himself admits that the United Nations has not been able to be very effective in deterring Russia or in preventing this invasion. Antonio Guterres was very much criticized, including by the Ukrainian President Volodymyr Zelensky before this visit, for his choice of going to Moscow first and then coming to Kyiv. But when he was welcomed by the Ukrainian President, Volodymyr Zelensky said that it was extremely important and very good that he was here. Very good also that he visited the towns in Kyiv region that are the scenes of these alleged war crimes. And I think, judging by the rhetoric that Antonio Guterres later had in his press conference alongside Volodymyr Zelensky and at the meeting with the Ukrainian president and various other dignitaries that was released, in which he clearly calls Russia's invasion of Ukraine a war and says that he said as much to the Russian foreign minister when he met him, all of that rhetoric might have been quite hard to then go the next day to Moscow with. And also it might have been quite hard for Antonio Guterres to go to Moscow with this request that Moscow cooperate with the International Criminal Court, which I think sadly we know that Moscow is very, very unlikely to do. So it may be something of a vindication of his decision to go to Moscow first and then Kyiv, looking at the very, very strong backing of Ukraine and expressions of support for Ukraine, and even regret that he wasn't able to do more that he has been presenting here.